These responsibilities that I have, I take them seriously. And a lot of men, unfortunately, they bail on their responsibilities. I don't want to be that kind of man. I want to own up to my responsibilities, and I want to face them, and I want to succeed at fulfilling the responsibilities that God has given to me. I want to do it well. I want to do it with excellence and for God's honor and for, the blessing of my family. Men, we are responsible to provide for our wives. We're responsible to provide for our kids, provide a home to live in, provide food to eat, provide clothing to wear, provide money to get their teeth fixed when they have cavities because they've eaten too much sugar, right? And this can be a massive load. I know sometimes I feel like, God, am I doing a good enough job in my responsibilities? Because I believe as a man of faith that the Lord has entrusted these things to me and I want to do them well. And if you're a man like me, men want to succeed. Men, I want to succeed. I want to do well in the things that I'm responsible for. I want to succeed in my marriage with my wife. I want us to have a great relationship. And so that means I'm going to have those difficult conversations. So we have proper communication with each other so that I can make sure I'm doing what she needs and I'm providing what she needs as her husband. I want to make sure that I'm doing a good job with my children, that, they're young adults. I have a 17 and a 20-year-old, and I want to make sure that I'm providing what they need mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I want to make sure I'm there for them, and I'm also doing what's necessary as far as letting them go and have their freedoms and liberties as they grow older. And so that's a responsibility that I have that's very important to me. And my job, my full-time job that I work, I want to make sure that I'm succeeding on the job. I would love to see promotion on the job. I want to make sure I'm honoring God on the job, that I'm doing the job well so that the company is, getting the jobs that I'm working on. You know what I mean? And so all these things are responsibilities that I have. I want to make sure that I'm making enough money so that we can provide food and pay the rent and buy clothes and pay the bills and all these things. And these responsibilities that we have as men, they can be a heavy load. And so one thing that I have made a part of my lifestyle, gentlemen, is making sure that I spend every morning before my wife wakes up, before my kids wake up, before I start my job, before I have my morning workout, before I do anything else, I get up, I make my cup of coffee. That's number one. And then I sit down and I focus on the Lord. I spend time in prayer and reading my scriptures because I need it. I'm not doing it because I feel like if I don't do it, God's going to be upset with me. I do it because I need it. I need to have a time and a space in my days so that I can cast all of my burdens upon the Lord. Because like I said, these responsibilities that I have, I take them seriously. And a lot of men, unfortunately, they bail on their responsibilities. I don't want to be that kind of man. I want to own up to my responsibilities, and I want to face them, and I want to succeed at fulfilling the responsibilities that God has given to me. I want to do it well. I want to do it with excellence and for God's honor and for, the blessing of my family. That's my desire. And so the only way that I can possibly even start to maybe hopefully do that is if I spend time alone in the mornings with God. And I want to just kind of let you into my prayer time with God, okay? Because I don't want to paint a picture like it's some perfect spiritual experience of prayer. There's Matt, on his couch, just crying out to God and just pouring his heart out to God so perfectly and so eloquently. It's actually most times it's the opposite of that. Most times in my prayer time with God, before I start my day, it's me just sitting there I'm feeling like, Lord, I can't do this. I can't do the things you've given me to do in my life. And so what that produces in my mind and in my flesh, it produces like a spirit-led cry and prayer of, Lord, I need you. I need you. I will honestly say that the words that I say out of my mouth the most in my times with God is, Lord, I need you. I need you, because I recognize that I can't do it without God. I need his help. I need his strength. I need his wisdom. I need everything that he has for me so that I can start to do what he's given me to do, and to do it well as far as responsibilities. So I just want to encourage you that if you are just getting up in the morning and just hitting the tarmac, just running, you're just going, checking emails, making phone calls, getting right into your job, right into your responsibilities, that's great. And I think that's honorable. But I would just want to encourage you and challenge you as Christian men that we make that time alone with God a priority. That time where we're just sitting there, even crying, tears of just, Lord, I need you. I can't do anything without you. Jesus said that apart from him, we can't do anything. And so I just want to encourage you, gentlemen, and challenge you to make sure in the midst of the hustle and bustle of fulfilling all of your responsibilities, which are a lot, I know that because I have a lot as well. Make sure you're first and foremost every morning saying, God, here I am. I'm casting all of my cares upon you. I know you care for me. I know you know what I need, Lord, so I can do what you've given me to do. I want to do it well, but God, I can't do it without you. Get that settled in the morning. And then after your time of prayer, you're ready to go. You have such a new confidence knowing that, man, I've spent time with God. I've poured my heart out to God. Now I can go and fulfill my responsibilities on the job, in my marriage, with my children, with my health, with my exercise, with whatever it might be. Amen. So I know you have a lot of responsibility, but make sure that you're making God the top priority of that responsibility in your life.